Happy morning, friends. Here's yours, Dr. Ajanta. Welcome to day 13. Today we are just going to have some functionality in strings and then we are just going to continue with string operations. Okay, breaking apart strings. When processing text, the ability to split strings apart is particularly useful. And see here the first one, partition, a separator. See, actually it breaks a string into three parts based on a separator. Next one, split, breaks strings into words separated by white space, that is optionally takes a separator as argument. Next one is the join. So joins the result of a split using string as separator. Let me just see each and everything with an example, dear friends. See here, we are just provided with one, a separator, two, and a separator, and then three, and how exact partitions happen. And see here, dear friends, so how the exact partition, the first one is the partition, so it just provides as it is and with each and everything as an separate tokens. And second one also the same thing, but it also consider this separator as one among the element. And next coming only the splitting of that separator, that is you're just removing the separator and how it just shows us like an element in a list. So 1, 2 and 3, and joining everything by splitting that separator, and it seems to be that joining by a separator where that separator here it is a semicolon. So 1 a semicolon, 2 a semicolon, and a 3 where this is joined by using that semicolon. And next is an example, dear friends, just kindly have a note of it. That is, you are splitting the words, every words as a separate elements. And see here, this will split all words into a list. So if you just provide each and every word would be as like a element in a list. Okay, so as like tokens, and to the same it is opposite of to that of slip. Yeah, it is just going to join, but how it is going to join here, it is an empty, so we are not just going to use any particular separator, rather than we are just going to include a space as the separator. So when I just execute it, see here, dear friends, this will join all the words into a string, and here each and every one word are included with a space. And see here, next one is the example where you have to find EW, that is the character, specified character inside the strings. Okay, so where it starts, yeah, exactly, it starts from the index element of 7. And the next one, see here, dear friends, the first one is happy. Yeah, it has to be happy, has to be replaced with a brilliant. So where the happy is there, so it just make a selection and it would be replaced by a brilliant. That is the other string word. Okay, how to change or delete a string? See, actually strings are immutable. This means that element of a string cannot be changed once they have been assigned. So we can simply reassign different strings to the same name. So see here, dear friends, if I just provide this example, my string is equal to Python. And if I'm just going to make a particular element, that is the fifth element, instead of, see here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So instead of this, if I just make a fifth element to be A, whether it is executed or not, see here, I just surprised with it. It does not support item assignment. Okay, and the next one, it comes the creating new string. So as here also we are not able to make the particular changes. Okay, and here it is the same. So this creates a new string with 2 replaced by x. How this can be happened, how this replacement happens is like that. Okay, so see here, by providing this functionality, the replace can be happen. And to the last, if I just was, so as I have already previously said, this direct assignment or direct making the item assignment is not possible. So see, so after executing, we would be resulted only with two output, that is creating new string, okay, and the next one to that of still okay, okay, and to the last one direct assignment, it is not possible. Next one, let me just go. See, actually, for deleting, see, we cannot delete or remove characters from a string, but deleting the string entirely is possible using the del keyword. So see here how this example would be executed. So the whole variable my underscore string is being assigned with a string variable Python. When I just want to make use of del my string of one, that is particularly only one element I want to make, so this is not possible, so it just creates an error. Okay, and if I just want to make any deletion, yeah, the whole keyword can be, that the whole string can be deleted by using the del keyword. And see here, dear friends, my string is equal to Python. If I just make use of this del keyword and I'm just deleting it, and when again I just call for my string, so it doesn't going to be exist, so there we would be receiving an error. Exactly, see, my string is not defined. After deleting, it is not going to be available. Fine. Next, going to the main functionality of today's session is Python strings operation. So basic operations we are just going to see, and some string operations also we are just going to see. And dear friends, there are many operators that can be performed with strings, which makes it one of the most used data types in Python. And to perform operations on strings, Python provides basically three types of operators. That is basic operators for concatenation of two or more strings. Next comes the membership operator, and last but not least, the relational operators. And when coming to basic operators for concatenation of two or more string, there are only two basic operations. One is plus and another one is asterisk. That is plus, which it just makes concatenation. That is, the operator can be used to concatenate two or more strings literals together. And when you just make the multiple symbol, that is the asterisk symbol, it is just mean for replication. That is replica of what is the exact operator you have just provided. And see here, when we just go for string concatenation operator, that is a plus operator, it just joins two or more strings into a single one, which we just specify it as concatenation. And here there's the example. See here, dear friends, so string variable A has hello, and string variable B has the variable with world with an exclamatory. If I just make use of this A plus B, okay, and it would be just joined without, that is concatenated without any space. So here I'm just in the second print function, I am purposely providing a space between that concatenation of the string, and then see here our resultant, the first one without the space and second with the space. And dear friends, let me just go for the next concatenation example. So the first one, the string one variable has assigned with the world. The string two variable is assigned with the exclamatory. If I just want to make a particular directly, I'm just providing the hello is the one word, and it can be concatenated with the plus symbol and a space operate, there is an element, then after string 1 concatenated with string 2. And see here, dear friends, once after executing this, we would resulted with hello, and after that a space and world, without another space, the exclamatory going to be joined, that is concatenated. Let I execute here, dear friends. See, this is one. And see, when you just make use of the same thing with some other examples here also I have just provided. See, the both operands, so both the operands passed for concatenation must be of same type, else it will show an error. And see here, dear friends, if you just want to make an integer and with an integer, yeah, you can just concatenate it. And if you just want to make with an integer unto a string, it is not possible. So both the operands must be of same data type. And see here, let me just see with an example. Here I just want to make a concatenation of a string with a numeral, that is a integer. And see, so anyhow it is just going to release with an error, that is can only concatenate string, not an integer. Okay, fine. Next, dear friends, let me just go for the next operator, asterisk symbol, which we just say the replica. So replication operator uses two parameters for operations. One is the integer value and another other one is the string argument. So the replication operation is used to repeat a string number of times. So the string will be repeated the number of times which is given by the integer value. And see here, dear friends, here I have just specified some expression and to that of output, whereas what you want to be uh, replica, that is what you want to repeat it, which string has to be repeated. And see, if I just provide the 5 and here the at symbol I have to be repeated for 5 times, so I'll just specify it with a multiple. So we can use replication operator in any way, that is integer or string or integer or both parameters passed cannot be of same type or that is same data type. Okay, fine. Let me just see with some other examples, that is print hello world into 5, or the print 3 into Python, which it just gives hello world for 5 times and Python for 3 times. Okay, so 3 in Python, 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 and see here there is no nothing space or any other thing it is provided. And if we particular on to or purposely if we just provide a space and see after each word to that of end there was a space, white space has been included to make it look neatly, so that see here hello world a space, hello space world exclamatory one space, and again hello space, white space and a world. So this is how the example seems to be. Next one, Python string operation. So here we are just going to use both the operators plus and asterisk all together in a single cell for just making a small example of both the things. So see here, string 1 has hello, string 2 has world with an exclamatory added. So if you just want to make a concatenation, one is string plus string 2. And if you just want to replicate the exact string value or variable within how many times or how many repetitions or replication. So here it is, so str1 into 3, so it is just going to replicate for 3 times. So hello, hello, hello. That is what the first string alone. Okay, next one, two string literals together. So see here, first one is hello with the space and then world with an exclamatory. So this is happens as like simple examples. And next comes the using a parenthesis. Okay, and when you just make use of parenthesis, even though it is specified in a different line, yeah, the exact word would be displayed in a single line only. Okay, next let me just see the next one, that is iterating through a string. That is See here, dear friends, we can iterate through a string using a for loop. Okay, using a for loop. And here an example, let me just count the number of I, or a number of 1 in a string. Okay, so sorry, here it is L, so let me just make it anything. So iterating through a string, and I just want to make a count how many times it is iterated. And see here in this example, we want to find a letter or a character, how many times it has been repeated or how many times it is present, like that. So see here we are just going to search for the character L, and we want to sum each and every times of repetition by using the count variable. And see, once on executing, see here, this L has been repeated 3 times. So 3 letters found. So 3 times of L has been found in this given example. And next one, let me just see the Python string membership operators. See, membership operators are already discussed in operator section. So anyhow, let's see with the context of string. There are 2 types of membership operator. One is in and another one is not in. And in operator returns true if a character or the entire substring is present in the specified string, or otherwise it is false. And next one, not in. So not in operator returns true if a character or entire substring does not exist in the specified string. So otherwise it just gives you the false output. Okay, and see here, let me just just check with an example. So string 1 is equal to hello world without any space. String 2 is hello, string 3 is world, and string 4 is agenda. Now let me just see with this an example. So example of an operator, string 2 in string 1. So the string 2 is present in string 1 or not? Yeah, it is true. Next, string 3 in string 1. Yeah, world also present in string 1. And when just coming to the string 4 in string 1, no, it is not. So it returns false. And next one, so I just want to make a small empty line. So here it is printed with an empty. Next, string 2 not in string 1. No, it is already there. Actually, hello is there. Okay, so not in, it seems to be as like a false. And next one, string 3 not in str1, string 1. So no, there already world, the word is available in string 1. So here also it results with false. And last one, string 4 not in string 1. Yeah, exactly, Ajanta, the word is not there in this hello world. So last one, it just result with the true. So here it is our result provided. And next, let me just see with a small one more example. A in program. Yeah, A in program. Okay, in this program word, A is present. So for that, it is just resulted with true. And A not in battle. So sorry, at not in battle. Actually, it is there. So it results with the false. And if I just make the combination of this, so false is the one which it just gives you the latest one. Next, coming to the operator, the third operator, Python, a relational operator. See, all the comparison relational operator as a less than or greater than or less than equal to, greater than equal to, equivalent, not equivalent. So also applicable for strings. So the strings are compared based on ASCII values or Unicode, that is dictionary order. Okay, I have already specified that description above. And next, let me just see with an example. See, hello world equivalent to hello world. Yeah, both are equal. Fine. And next one, hello world and hello world. See, yeah, anyhow, hello world, it just gives how come we can just say? See, actually, this one is starting with a small h, whereas it just comparing a relational that is greater than equal to the hello world, which is in a caps. How this can be done? See, when the ASCII value of A is 97, B is 98, C is 99, and so on. The ASCII value of A is 65, B is 66. So C is 67 and so when making this comparison, so between the strings are done on the basis. The percentage operator is used to format a string inserting the value that comes after. So it relies on the string containing a format specifier that identifies where to insert the value. So the most common types of the format specifier are, here I have just provided, that is %s for string, %d for integer, %f for float, %o for octal, %hex for hexadecimal, and %e for exponential. So these will be very familiar to anyone who ever written in C or Java programming. And see, let me just see some rules or examples with it. And here it is the one. So print hello %yes and string 1, and we have already know that string 1 here it is specifying world. Okay, so hello and string, and what is the string? That string 1 has to become here. And next one, actual number, how many numbers are there? So totally I have to just give in a integer, so it just gives the %d symbol. And float of the number, anything, what here we have just specified 19, and that 19 to be in a float, so 19.000. So, and next comes the octal equivalent, and for 19 it just gives the 23, and where it has to be after equal symbol, so that place where it has to be, so that's exact space it would be specified. Next, hexadecimal equivalent and exponential equivalent, that is also has been provided. See, when referring to multiple variable parentheses used, value are inserted in the order, so they appear in a parenthesis. So more on tuples, that is can also be done. So kindly have a look of this, dear friends. See, hello, %, my name is Bond, you can call me %. What is this %? Here it is 99. And instead of the first two strings, I have to give string 1 and string 2. And what is the string and one string 2? And we have already declared that string 1 is world and string 2 is exclamatory. So when on just making everything all together in one example, so see here, hello, world, and a space, exclamatory mark. My name is Bond. You can call me 99. Okay. Next one, let me just see. Actually, we can also specify the width of the field and number of the decimal place to be used. For example, see here, dear friends. So print with 10. So where it has to be produced, or where it has to present, how many space it has to be, or how the exact left justified, all things has been also be possible. And see here, dear friends, the number pi is equal to 3.121 decimal places. How this has been specified, all things comes under the specified width of the field. Okay, so see here, dear friends, here we just conclude the day 13 session, and further the methods on strings can be discussed in the next session. Thank you, dear friends.